Hello children, welcome back to the past paper discussion series. So this is the third video that you will be having for the past paper January 2022. That by any chance, if you have not watched the previous two videos, that using those the previous two videos, you can get the answers and whatever the relevant the theory concepts from those two videos for the part one, right? We discussed part one and we have part two. Yeah, so this is the one we want to discuss with this video. You can see in part two, children, we have question 1, 2, then 3, right? So then that is the, then yeah, 4 we do have, 5, yes, that is the end of the paper, right? So then we will try our best to discuss all the 5 questions with this video. If the time doesn't permit, we will move to the 4th video, right? So we'll move to the part 2, question number 1. Now you just look at this. When you look at this question, children, you can see so that both of them, see the length, right? You can see they are in the same length. Line X and line Y, both of them are in the same length. But line X, they have segregated into two parts. So the first portion is, they have named it as A. The second portion, they have measured it, it is 20 meters. But that overall length will be same, right? Line X and line Y. Now, what they have asked us to do, children, we want to form an equation to show that the length of the vertical line X is equal to the length of the vertical line Y. So you want to form an equation. How do you do it? That you know, when you add A and 20 together, it will be equal to 30, right? Because at the line Y, the total length is 30. And line X is also having the same length, but line X, they have segregated into two portions, A and 20. And when you add A and 20 together, that should be equal to 30. That when you look at the image, you can see that these two lines are equal in length, and we want to prove it using an equation. Then this is the equation. And using this equation, what you want to do, children, you want to solve this. How do you solve? What you want to find? You want to find the value of A, right? So then when you want to find the value of A, you want to send that positive 20 to the other side. What will happen, children? So that becomes 30 minus 20. Then A is equal to 10. A is equal to 10, right? So that is question number 1. Hope it is clear for all of you that you can see that line X and line Y, that they are in same length, but and also that here you want to show that equal to the, here that line X is equal to the length of line Y. So then by that equation, we can find the value of A. And to cross check whether your answer is correct or not, what you can do, you can just add 20 and 10. Yes, it gives me 30, right? So then we'll move to question number 2. Again, this is from the directed numbers. Now you can see, children, throughout this paper, that most of the time they have tested your knowledge, right? It's related to this topic, directed numbers. Therefore, please revise it again and again before the exam, right? Now they have given the temperatures of different cities, city A, B, C, D, E, and they have marked the temperature values, right? So then you want to have an idea that when you plot or when you record these temperature values on a number line, children, we know in a number line, we discussed it in the previous videos also, the number line, when you move to the right side, that the value is that increasing, right? Here that if you record the temperature values on a number line, children, that what are the numbers? You can see that 0 is at the freezing point. After that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that the positive values, that it's getting that hotter and hotter. And then when you move to -1, -2, -3, -4, that means that you are moving along the number line to the left side. What happened? That it's getting colder, colder, colder. So then what will be the coldest temperature here? Whatever the negative value, which is far away from 0. Now you have 4 negative values, -12, -13, -3, and -20. What is the smallest value, children? The smallest value will be the coldest temperature, right? Or else the value which is far away from 0 will be the coldest temperature, right? Here that we have 4 negative numbers. Out of these 4 negative numbers, -20 will be the coldest one, or else that is the smallest value. Then you want to write it like this with the Celsius. Why is that? Because they are asking the coldest temperature. If you just write only that -20, it's just a number, right? It's not the temperature. If you want to show it as the temperature, you want to write it with the Celsius degree, right? So the degree value, you can write it, right? So then here they have used it that the Celsius, right? So the degree, or else that I will write it like this. Okay. Right? Then what is the highest temperature? Here that we have only one positive value, that is 1 Celsius degree, right? If the temperature of city B, it is 1 Celsius 1, and it gets colder by 4 more degrees. Children, if it is getting colder, to which direction we should move? To the right side or the left side? Tell me that if it is that getting cold, that it should be getting colder, then it should be moving to the left side, right? We will just that, wait, will you? That I will draw the number line here, right? So here it is 1, then 0, -1, -2, -3, right? So then 4, that now the temperature is here. And it's getting colder by 4 degrees, 1, 2, 3, 4. What will be the new temperature? -3 Celsius, please. Right? So, or else you can do that 1, that getting colder means that the reducing the temperature. Therefore, you can do it like this. Sorry, it should be 4. Reducing by 4 degrees, then the answer will be 3 Celsius. You can use either way. Either you can use the number line, or that you can use the subtraction method to get the answer, right? So then we'll move to the next one. Arrange the temperatures in the table in order, starting with the coldest. Which one will be the coldest, children? -20, right? So then the next one, -13, right? So then -12. So then -3, then +1, right? This is how you want to arrange the temperatures starting with the coldest or else the smallest value, right? Hope it is clear for all of you that still if you are struggling with this lesson, that it's better to go through the directed numbers lesson again, that how it that the numbers are moving along the number line, that what happened to their value, whether it is increasing, decreasing. Please go through that chapter. Still, if you are struggling, that we discussed that so many questions is related to this topic, but if you find it difficult, still you're struggling, it's better to revise the lesson again. Right, we'll move to question number 3, children. So this is from the coordinate lesson, right? They have given the Cartesian plane, right? Can you remember I told you that the horizontal number line and the vertical number line, they join together, or else that the combining them together, and we do have the Cartesian plane. And the horizontal one, we name it as X, and the vertical one, we name it as Y, right? So then on the below given diagram, name the X and Y. Yes, X and Y. Mark the scale from -3 to +4, X-axis, right? -3 to +4. right? So then here, -3, -3, -2, -1, 0 is here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll see that how we want to mark the y-axis. So -1 to +6. So -1, right? It is here, -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one more thing, children, when you're marking all these things that you want to mark, using your pencil. Don't do anything in the Cartesian plane with the pen, right? So that here that I can't do it because I am using the common pen with the colors. Otherwise that you can't see what I am writing here. But what you want to do, children, you want to use the pencil and it should be a sharpening one. So then you want to use the pencil to record each and everything that they have asked us to do. So then mark the points -2, 1. -2, so then I explain you that first we have the x value, right? X value and the y value when you see the coordinates, right? The point A they have given, children, -2 and +1. So what will be that I will take a different color, then you can see it clearly, right? Okay, so the -2, 1, so this one, right? We'll see what is the next point. -2, 5. -2, +5. The same one, and here this one, right? -2, +5. Yes, that is done. +3, +3. This one. Now, what you want to do, that this is A, and this is B, and this is C. Then, you want to join them. Children, keep that in your mind. When you are joining, please use the ruler, right? Like this. Right? Now what you want to do, children? That you want to measure each side, right? You want to measure each side, or else looking at this, you can see that what type of triangle. What is the special name you can give to the ABC triangle? Right? You just see that the values that AB, how many centimeters you can see. Then BC, right? And then AC. You just measure these sides, right? And AC, it's around, yes, 4 centimeters. BC, it is 4 centimeters, right? AC, 4 centimeters. And BC, 4 centimeters. Two sides are equal. Definitely that AB is not equal to other two sides. It's less than that. It is 2.5, right? That there can be slight changes, children, because that I didn't draw this. I drew this without the ruler. But when you are drawing it with the ruler, that there can be slight changes in the measurements. But you can see that the BC side is equal to AC side. So what is the special name we can give for this triangle, children? This is an isosceles triangle. What it is? Isosceles triangle, right? If the two sides are equal in length, isosceles, that by the way, that if you have all the three sides are equal, what it is? It is an equilateral triangle. But here that the ABC, we can find only two sides are equal in length. Therefore, that is an isosceles triangle, right? So then we'll move to question number 4. This is from area and perimeter lesson, right? They have given the first part, a compound shape. What do you mean by a compound shape, children? We know that you have the two or more shapes together. Then we have the compound shape, and here you want to find the area of the figure by dividing it into two parts, right? So you can do it in different ways, right? That sometimes that you can segregate this, the compound shape like this. Or else then you have number 1 and number 2. That is one method. Or else you can do it in another way, right? So then you have that the option either way you can do that. Then you can divide it like this. Then this will be the first part and this will be the second part, right? Whatever it is that you can do it as it is. So then here we write area of 1, right? How do you find that you can see area. So from here to here, it is 4 centimeters, right? From here to here, what it is, children? 4 centimeters. That means altogether, it is 8 centimeters. So then the other side it is from here to here, it is 8 centimeters. Now what it is? It is a square, right? First part is the square. How do you find the area of a square? That you multiply the length by length. That is length by length. That means you multiply it by itself. So then what will be the answer? 8 centimeter multiplied by 8 centimeter. Then it is 64 centimeter squared. You keep it as number 1. Then what you want to do, children, that the area of 2, how do you find? Again, it is that you can see this is 4 centimeter and this is 4 centimeter. You can see this is also a square. So then straight away you can write that 4 centimeter into 4 centimeter. And you can do something here, children, that you can write the shape here, that the square, and here also you can write it as square, right? So then answer will be 16 centimeter squared. This is part 2. Then how do you get the total area, children? That the total area will be that 1 plus 2, right? How do you do it? 64 plus 16, right? So then what will be the answer? 64 plus 16. What is the answer? Right. 80 centimeters square. So to get the 5 marks, you want to write all these things in your answer script, right? So then the next one. A person needs to put 3 rounds of wire around the rectangular piece of land. Around. What is the measurement they are talking, children? Is it area? No, no. It is perimeter, right? If you go around a particular shape, that means we are talking about the perimeter. And how many times you want to go like that? 3 rounds, right? Before going 3 rounds, first of all, we want to calculate that. If I go around that 1 round, what will happen, right? Here, this is a rectangle, children, and they have given 100, and this also will be 100 meters. And this also will be 60 meters, right? So then how do you find the perimeter? Can you remember how to find the perimeter of a rectangle? That you add length, then you have W, width, again length, again W. Can you remember that what we did? That the length and length you write closer and W you write closer. So then you have this is 2L and this is 2W, right? 2L means 2 times L. That means 2 times 100, right? So then 2W means 2 times W. So that is 2 times 60, right? So then how do you add this? 2L means 200 meters, and 2W means 120 meters. Altogether it is 320 meters. This is for what, children? Only 1 round, right? Now, how many times we go? That 3 times, right? 320 it is 1 round. And we want to go 3 rounds. Here, can you see they have given it 3 rounds? So then you want to count that the number of meters. So right here, it becomes 960 meters, right? So 960 meters we need to go 3 rounds, right, around this piece of land, right? So then what 1 meter it is? 100 rupees. Find the cost. 1 meter it is 100. So then 960 meters, what you want to do, children? That 960 you multiply by 100. What will be the answer? It should be what? 96,000, right? So this will be the answer. Right? You need 96,000. First, you want to understand, right, that the rectangle, the opposite sides are equal in length, right? So then 100 and 100 I wrote, and the 60 and 60. How to find the perimeter? That when we are going around, that means we are talking about the perimeter. How to find the perimeter? That you want to take one by one. That length, then W, again length, again W. What I did, that I took L and L together, W and W together. Then it gives me 2L and 2W. What do you mean by 2L, children? 2 times L. That is 2 times 100. What do you mean by 2W? It is 2 times W. That is 2 times 60. 2 times 100, it is 200. 2 times 60, it is 120. When you add 200 and 120, what will be the answer? 320 meters. This is the perimeter of this land. But the problem is that we want to go 3 rounds of wire, right? So to have that the strong fence will say, right? So then if we are going 3 rounds, then we want to multiply 320 by 3, right? So it gives me 960 meters. 1 meter is 100 rupees. To find that the value or the cost of the 960 meters, I want to multiply 960 by 100 because 1 meter is 100 rupees, right? So then the answer will be rupees 96,000. Hope it is clear for all of you, right? So we'll move to the last question of this paper. They have given this question, they have taken from the statistic lesson, right? This is a bar chart, and you have learned about the bar charts, pie charts, the pictographs. So when you were in the primary grades also, right? And here that they have given a bar chart shows the number of books read by some members of a book club in a particular year. How many members read one book? Number of books. Then you can, first of all, children, when you have this kind of bar chart, you want to elaborate this and you want to understand what they are talking, right? Here that they have given the number of books. That here that number of books 1, that reading one book, how many students are? There were 6 students, right? Reading 2 books, 12 students. Reading 3 books, 9 students. Reading 4 books, it is 15 students, right? 15 students. And here it is 3 students, right? First of all, you want to have an idea. If need, you can take your ruler and using the pencil and you can draw the dotted lines like this. Then you know exactly what's the value relevant for each number of books. How many members read one book? It is 6 members, right? How many more members read 4 books than the members who read 2 books? 2 books, it is 12. And 4 books, it is 15. That what is the difference here? How many more members read 4 books than the members who read 2 books? 3 members, right? So then you can find 3 more members that who read 4 books than the number of books who read than the members who read 2 books. How many members are there in the book club? Here it is 3, here it is 15, and 9, 12, 6. So you want to add them together, right? So then 6 and 12, 6, 12, 9, 15, and 3. You can add them together, right? So then 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 9, 17. 17 plus 2, 19. 19 plus 6, it is 25. 2 is remainder. Then 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 2, 4. So then there are 45 students. So the 45 members. Yes, 45 members. Hope it is clear for you, and we are done with the 2022 January monthly test past paper. Children, that we had 3 videos. When you're watching the videos, that still if you find that I can't understand this, please comment on the video itself. I will try my best to clarify your doubts before the exam, right? Therefore, that if you have anything which you couldn't understand, please go through the first. I told you that what are the topics you want to go through for each and every question. Then you know also this question was taken from this chapter, right? So then you just try to go through the theory and try to do it again. But still, if you find, no, I can't understand this at all, please comment on the video, then I will try my best to give you an easy way to understand this. Okay, children, so we are done with the full paper with this video, right? So then if you want to have that anything related to the theory content, please feel free to contact me and clarify those doubts. Okay, children, I wish you a good luck for your January monthly test. Keep that in your mind. After another 2 months' time, there will be a big exam for you. So that is the semester exam, right? So after you came to the middle school, that is the first semester exam you will be having. Therefore, after completing this January monthly test paper, they don't take a rest. Yes, you can take the 2 days or the 3 days rest, but thereafter, you want to work hard, because for the March semester exam, you will be having the content from September onwards. Keep that in your mind. September, October, November, January, February, March. 6 months content will be there for semester exam. Therefore, study according to a good plan, right? Don't worry that I'll be there around 5th of March or 10th of March to bring you the March semester exam past papers too. Keep in touch, children. Okay, bye then. Good luck for your exams.